Yeah, so my first character ever was a bard.
Same.
And I didn't know that bards were, like, apparently difficult characters to play.
I don't... How
That's the thing. Like, I've heard from quite a few people that I've talked to where they were like, oh, I don't like playing bards because they're too hard. And I think it's because they're a support class, but they're not, like, a typical support class, I think. I think because they're not, like, a cleric, so you also don't have, like, your healing spells that you do have, they're, like...
They're small.
They're mid.
Yeah. But, I don't know. My first character was also a bard. I think it was only difficult for me because I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't give myself combat spells, but on the opposite end of that, it also pushed me to, like, use the spells that I did give myself in weird ways to help myself out. So,
yeah,
it just helps you be more creative, even if you don't have, like, a specific spell for a specific situation.
A lot of people think that, like, oh, bards need to be, like, musical. But they don't actually have to be. Yeah. Like, my bard was a poetry-based bard. But very specifically, Shakespearean poetry. And I collect fortune cookies, or the inside of the fortune cookies. And I would use those as my bardic inspirations.
That's fun.
Which was fun. But I have also learned the higher level bard you get, the more powerful you become. Because at some point, I was able to give combat inspiration.
Nice.
And that was absolutely fantastic, let me tell you. I think bards, you play the slow game with them.
Yeah.
But also I think a lot of misconceptions are that bards tend to be like the horny characters.
None of my characters are horny.
Yeah, I was going to say mine was not. This is also going to go into a later episode when we talk about romancing in D&D or in tabletops in general.
Yeah, but a horny bard is definitely a stereotype.
It is. I was not a horny bard. I was accidentally pushed into being the horny bard, I will say.
That's sad.
I made one comment out of sheer nervousness, and our GM took that as, oh, you're flirting with this character.
Damn.
And I wasn't, but I rolled with it, and that's what it turned into. So I accidentally became the horny bard stereotype. Actually, not really, because I was not horny with everybody else.
Yeah, it's only one character.
It was like one character. I was horny as a different character, though. Shout out to Tala, my necromancer character. Loved her.
I mean, essentially, not just with bards, but you don't have to play into the stereotypes of any character that you play.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to play into any sort of, like, stereotype at all.
No, you knew what you want, like I said.
Yeah.
Unless it's destructive.
Yeah, unless it's disruptive and rude. And there's an entire episode dedicated to problem tables. That's going to be another topic for a different day.